Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered about the moon? It's more than just a glowing rock. It holds mysteries, surprises, and incredible facts that might blow your mind. Welcome to Entertain and Educate Talks. And today we're diving into 10 amazing facts about the moon that you probably didn't know. Number 1, the moon is shrinking. Did you know that the moon is getting smaller? Yes, you heard that right. Scientists have discovered that the moon is slowly shrinking as its interior cools down. As its core cools, it contracts, causing wrinkles on the surface just like how a grape shrivels into a raisin. NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter even found fault lines and cliffs that show clear evidence of these changes. Some of these shrinkage-related moonquakes can be quite strong, measuring up to 5 on the Richter scale. Number 2, the moon once had active volcanoes. Today, the moon appears cold and lifeless. But did you know it was once covered with lava? Billions of years ago, the moon had active volcanoes that created massive lava flows, which eventually cooled down to form the dark patches we see today, known as lunar Maria. Even though these volcanoes have been extinct for millions of years, scientists believe there may still be heat trapped deep inside the moon. Number 3, the moon has earthquakes, or should we say moonquakes. If you thought earthquakes only happened on Earth, think again. The moon has its own version, moonquakes. These quakes can be triggered by several factors: meteorite impacts, thermal expansion from the sun's heat, or even Earth's gravitational pull. Some moonquakes last for more than 10 minutes, much longer than earthquakes on Earth. Scientists are still studying how these quakes affect the moon's structure. Number 4, the moon is moving away from Earth. Did you know that the moon is slowly escaping? Every year, the moon moves about 1.5 inches, 3.8 centimeters, farther away from Earth. This is due to the interaction between Earth's gravity and the moon's tidal forces. While this might not seem like much, over millions of years, it will significantly change how we experience tides and even affect the length of our days. Scientists estimate that in the very distant future, Earth's rotation might slow down, making days longer than 24 hours. Number 5, a full day on the moon lasts 29.5 Earth days. If you were standing on the moon, a single day, meaning from one sunrise to the next, would take about 29.5 Earth days. This happens because the moon rotates on its axis at nearly the same rate as it orbits Earth. That's why we always see the same side of the moon, a phenomenon known as tidal locking. Number 6, the moon has no atmosphere, but it does have a moon dust problem. Unlike Earth, the moon has no real atmosphere to protect it. This means there's no wind, rain, or weather to smooth out its surface. As a result, footprints from astronauts could remain on the moon for millions of years. However, there's a downside. Lunar dust is extremely sharp and clingy. Apollo astronauts found that it stuck to their spacesuits and even caused damage to their equipment. Number 7, there's water on the moon. You might think of the moon as a dry and barren place, but scientists have found evidence of frozen water in permanently shadowed craters at the poles.
Since the 1960s, scientists have suspected that frozen water could survive in permanently shadowed craters at the moon's poles. Both hydrogen and oxygen could be trapped within the lunar soil. So to find water on the moon, scientists are looking for indications of hydrogen using the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter's LEND neutron detector. By observing the interaction of neutrons with the lunar soil, scientists can interpret how much hydrogen is likely to be present. In order to make a detailed interpretation, however, LEND needs to observe a large number of neutrons. Because LRO is constantly moving, LEND is never over one place long enough to count many neutrons. So, to make a detailed interpretation of neutron flux, scientists add together many measurements from many orbits. With each orbit, LEND's dataset gets larger, and its picture of neutron flux continually improves over time. The dark blue regions in this visualization are places on the south pole of the moon with a suppressed flux of neutrons because of their interaction with hydrogen. These areas strongly suggest the presence of water frozen within the soil. While previous lunar missions have observed indications of hydrogen at the moon's south pole, the LEND measurements for the first time pinpoint where hydrogen, and thus water, is likely to exist. By combining years of LEND data, scientists see accumulating evidence that there is water on the moon. And as LRO continues to return data, our picture of the moon and its water will continue to get better in the years ahead.
NASA's missions have confirmed that this ice could be used for future space travel, providing drinking water and even oxygen. In the future, astronauts could extract this water to survive on the moon. Number 8. The moon has a far side, and no, it's not always dark. Many people call it the dark side of the moon, but that's actually a myth. The far side of the moon gets just as much sunlight as the side we see. It remains hidden from Earth because the moon is tidally locked, meaning it always shows us the same face. In 1959, the Soviet spacecraft Luna 3 became the first to photograph the far side of the moon, revealing a landscape very different from the side we see. Number 9. The moon's gravity is only 1/6 of Earth's. Imagine being able to jump 6 times higher than usual. Because the moon's gravity is only 1/6 of Earth's, astronauts can bounce and move with ease. This low gravity makes movement fun, but it also presents challenges, like needing special training to walk and balance in such an environment. You can see a historic moment in human history. Astronauts walking on the moon, defying the limits of space exploration. With each step, they bounce effortlessly in the moon's low gravity, experiencing just 1/6 of their weight on Earth. The American flag stands tall, a symbol of human perseverance and discovery. This is more than just a mission. It's a testament to mankind's endless curiosity and desire to explore the unknown. The footprints left behind will remain untouched for millions of years, reminding us of this giant leap for humanity. Number 10. The moon might have been part of Earth. Where did the moon come from? The most popular theory, called the giant impact hypothesis, scientists believe that about 4.5 billion years ago, a Mars-sized object named Theia collided with the young Earth. It was moving at a few kilometers per second. Theia struck the young Earth at an oblique angle. At the time of collision, the energy involved was 100 million times larger than the cataclysm that eventually annihilated the dinosaurs. Both bodies were completely turned into molten rock. Theia's iron core merged with Earth's. But a huge fraction of mantle from both bodies was blasted into space, as shown. Some of this debris escaped, but not all of it. 20% of the original mass of the Theia ended up as an orbiting ring of debris around the molten Earth. Over time, this debris came together to form the moon. Astronomers call this epic event the Big Splash, or the Gain Impact Hypothesis. The new moon would have been much closer to the Earth than it is now. The impact also set our Earth's rotational axis to 23.5 degrees, causing the seasons. After 4.5 billion years, gradually the moon has moved away and continues to do so, and the Earth's rotation period has showed to 24 hours. Without this cataclysm, without the moon's influence on us, life on Earth may have taken a very different turn. And there you have it, 10 incredible facts about the moon. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Entertain and Educate Talks for more amazing facts. See you in the next one.